Hello and welcome along. Today we're back on Lone Oak Farm. It is day 3 and we've had a bit of a disaster. Basically, I have planted the soybeans at the wrong time of year, and as a result, the entire crop has failed. Which is just so disappointing. So, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to cultivate this up and get it all reseeded. We're not going to reseed it today because if we look at seasons, we can see that we can't actually plant soybeans until day 5. So it's going to be a while yet before we can plant the soybeans. But yeah, we need to get this field cultivated because obviously it has a failed soybean crop in it now. So we're going to take the Jeep back. We're going to go and get the cultivator probably on the R8, I think, and get this cultivated and get this sorted, which is really, really annoying. The grass has grown a stage, so I want to get, while it's at this stage and the crop destruction won't affect it, I need to get some work done on that as well. That will likely be next episode. Right, we'll just park our Jeep over here for now. So that will likely be next episode because I need to, we need to get this field cultivated. We don't actually need to cultivate it right now, but I kind of want to erase my mistake as quickly as I can. So, we're going to use the 8R for this because we don't have an attachment that will get the big bud working on our cultivator because the cultivator we have. Start her up and away we go. There we are. But yeah, this is incredibly annoying. I was very much hoping to move on from this field and to get some other stuff done, but it would appear that that is not the case. And as a result, we are going to have to, suck it up and get this done. So this isn't the widest of cultivators either. I think it's actually a fairly wide cultivator. I'm doing myself down a little bit. But then I'm feeling a little bit down for my stupidity at planting soybeans at the wrong time of year. There we go. But we can get this cultivated fairly quickly. The advantage of this, of course, is the fact that we did put some fertilizer down, so I don't think this will reset the fertilization. I'm hoping it's not going to, and that we don't have to do all 3 stages of that again. But yeah. Yeah, oh, it's much wider. Much wider than it originally looked. Right. So let's line our indicator up on the field. There we go. And then turn on GPS. Auto width it and move it across. Actually, that's pretty good. That is, it's not too bad. There we go. Get a line to that, drop it down, and away we go. So yeah, fortunately we don't need to replow this. We've just got to cultivate all of this failed cropping. And once we've done this, that will go quite well. 10 miles an hour is not bad, and I do like this cultivator. So this, I think, is one of the standard in-game cultivators. I don't think it's one of the ones that comes with the Big Bad Pack or anything. I think it's just the standard one. And it's interesting that the 8R is struggling a little bit. I originally was considering putting the 7R on it, but yeah, the 8R does seem to be pulling it okay at the moment, which is good. Just trying to work out what kind of width we want to make sure that we are okay here. There we go. I want to make sure I have enough crossover at the ends that we're able to deal with this. Yeah. Down. And there we go. Too bad. It is driving out slightly, so there is a little bit of wonk at the end, but that's all good. We actually might end up with a better planted field this time than we did last time. But it's, yeah. Kind of want to get... There we go. Own our mistakes. Make sure that we cover, that we clean up when we foul up, really. It's all just, yeah. It's somewhat annoying, and I'm annoyed with myself for it, because it's unnecessary is the trouble. It's something I've done before, which really annoys me, and I did it really early on with seasons as well. So law folds, when I was first doing law folds and seasons, and I mean seriously, seasons had just come out, so it was new to everybody. I planted sunflowers, and we moved to the next day, and just suddenly had this field of withered sunflowers, and yeah. And I finished, and that was the thing. I finished recording the last video. I finished doing the fertilizing on here, and then suddenly had a sinking feeling. Suddenly thought, oh no, I've planted soybeans at the wrong time of year. We are gonna end up with a field full of failed crop. And that's exactly what we've ended up with, which is why we are having to do this and having to get this all cultivated. As I said, massively annoying to have to do it, but yeah, we do have to do it and have to get it done, and as a result, it is one of my videos to get it done. Otherwise, we probably would have been okay almost skipping through it there. But yeah, we do kind of need to just keep going with this. Getting this done, and it's a slow old process. This I may end up cutting out the middle of the field. I think just so that you guys can see me do the whole thing and get to the whole headland. But it is, yeah, it is a nice cultivator. I'm repeating myself now. But that is a nice cultivator, and it does have some good width on it. Not as wide as some of the ones in the Big Bud pack. I think there is a much wider one available with the Big Bud that is just huge. But judging by what the 8R or how the 8R is handling this, we would not be pulling that. We would need a 9R or be able to connect up to the Big Bud. But I think everything in the Big Bud pack actually can be connected up to the Big Bud, one way or the other. But there is a towable 3-point linkage that you can use to connect anything with a 3-point link to the back of a bud. I am keeping this on 5 times because yeah, I find that the most realistic time to play seasons with. And I know that Realismus originally said when the first version of Seasons came out, the best way to use Seasons and get everything done was 6-day Seasons on 5 times. I've only come a cropper with that when it's been bad weather during harvest time. And we're not actually too bad. We're going to have a nice bright summer, so we should be alright there. Hopefully we'll be able to harvest the wheat in summer and have a little bit of a break before we do the soybeans in the autumn. But we shall see how quickly everything germinates and does. We are 6 degrees C, which is high enough for the wheat to germinate. So with any luck, there will be a bit of space there. Down again. Through again. So we're about 1/3 of the way through the field. We've quite a fair bit to go. And it is the 8R does seem to be able to pull this fairly well. You can feel the tug on it. You can feel the power it's having to use. But it is pulling it. It is at least going at a decent speed. Most of the time, yeah, we're getting 9-10 miles an hour most of the time. So it's not too bad at all. It's just a case of how far we can get through this, how fast. So, right, let's lift, and around we go again. So yeah, something of a disaster this. Yeah, a little bit of a gap at the end there. Of course, that's the other thing about our seeder. Our seeder does not have a cultivating function. Otherwise, I could just come here in a couple of days' time and just reseed this. But that's why I want to cultivate it now and get it ready, so that when in a couple of days' time we go, right, okay, let's get the soybeans in. We can do, but yeah, that was a mistake. That I am not overly happy with having done. Oh, it really does speed up a bit when you get to the top of the hill. Makes all the difference. I love that. I also love this 8R. This is a fantastic one. I think it must be based on one of the other 8Rs out there, unless it's built from scratch. But considering the only thing, there's a couple of nice 8Rs out there that I've used before. There's that, because that is way too far over. Right, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, there are a couple of nice 8Rs out there, so I'm guessing that maybe this is a modification of one of those. I'm not sure. I need to check it, and by the time this is up, I may have actually even sorted out the mod list. But yeah, it's certainly an American spec on the outside with the wheels. I don't know if there's a huge difference inside for an American spec John Deere. So I'm sure somebody will be able to tell me in the comments. As always, I like the fact that it has the same tractor steering knob as I have on my wheel here. I always find that quite cool. I look at that and go, I've got that. Right. There we go. And when you guys are watching this video, I think this is Friday's video, so I should be, at this point, on a plane over to Germany. Oh no, yes, yeah, I should be. At this point, I will be on a plane over to Germany, if you're watching this when it gets released. Very much looking forward to this weekend. And what FarmCon will bring. So with any luck, I will also post a vlog today as well, if I can. Obviously won't have any information because FarmCon doesn't start till tomorrow. But would like to post something about my journey over there, so I'll see what I can do. So hopefully, because I'm trying to predict this, I'm recording this on Monday, so I'm trying to predict several days in advance what I will be doing videos wise. But yeah, hopefully I will be able to get a vlog out about my my trip over today, and maybe something on you know, what we know so far, what I'm expecting to see, that kind of thing, and go from there. Yeah, which will be a lot of fun. I should have enough equipment to do some videos and stuff while I'm over there. Hopefully be able to break some news to you guys about what FS19 has. Yeah, I'm gonna actually turn the lights on by mistake there. I think that's wise. There's not a lot of... with the mist, it is quite dark. Yeah, that does make a massive difference at the moment. Definitely a bit of a disaster, this. A waste of time, effort, and money. But you may have noticed we are up to 42,000. That is a single night's worth of milk. So actually, milk-wise, the cows are funding the farm, which is part of the reason why I get cows. Because cows, while they take a lot of maintenance, do fund the farm. But yeah, we need to keep an eye on. We need to keep an eye on both the sheep and the cows. Actually, the sheep are getting through their grass fairly quickly. The cows definitely are getting through their grass or their hay very quickly. We won't be too long. We were on the last day of spring. We are going to do a cut, and we will feed grass to both the cows and the sheep when we do that. And we'll do it the season's way, in that we will do one field and then we'll do the other. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's it is annoying having to redo this. But I do understand why. I do understand that really I got a little bit ahead of myself. I got very excited. You know what it was? I got very excited. I went, I can get all of my crops in really early on. We'll be able to harvest them really early, and it will just be great from that point of view. Unfortunately, yeah, I forgot. Soybeans cannot be immediately planted in spring. You need to... do need to actually wait for their planting window. Right, so once we've got this, we're going to fold up the cultivator, go up to the headland at the far end, well, at the southwest corner, and just pull ourselves around the headland so that we can finish this field up, and yeah, we will have the field finished in good time. Definitely a disaster, this. No excuses for this kind of muck up. Right, there we go. So, fold up. Folding up will slowly reverse up as well. Onto the road. Alright, let's head to the bottom corner of the field, where we can unfold this again and get this sorted. Yeah. Quite annoying, this. At least we know we will be able to fertilise the grass and get 2 stages of fertilisation on the grass, especially if we do it now. And I would like to do it. We're going to do solid fertiliser on one field. Actually, this is plenty of width for this. Solid fertiliser on one field. I would like to try and do slurry on the other, but it does all depend if the cows have generated enough slurry for me to do that. Now, do we have it? Ah, no. We have gone ever so slightly. Yeah. We're going to have to do 2 passes. Right, so we'll drive down at the edge here first, and then we'll do another pass. We might end up finishing in this corner. I know if I do this here, I will get a good overlap. So I'll do this. And that will then mean that we are in a good position. And we catch all those bits that we otherwise wouldn't. Yeah, because this is way too far into the field here. Right, and I'm probably going to have to go back to that bottom corner then to get the rest of this. Yeah, I didn't realise this when we got to this top corner here. So I'm going to lift and fold because I know I'm going to have to fold whether I do it this way or go back the other way. And it's easier to fold at this point. Oh, there we go. So back down here and line up for this last bit, and then we'll get the rest of the headlands done. This tractor does go at a good rate as well. Right, there we go. Round it in. Line up on that. To reverse it a bit, I think. Down, and away we go. There we go. Now I hopefully have left. Nope. Stop. It's all about getting the position right, so we need to be slightly to the right of this. Didn't quite get my position there. There, that should do it. Yep. So as long as we follow that line, keep that where it is, we should be okay for this now. That, then, I mean, our headland's all done. And then this field is recultivated. Because we culti-ploughed it the first time. So this is something different. This is the first time we got the cultivator out to do this. And it does seem to have worked fairly well. But yeah, soybeans and wheat seem to be good crops to do on this farm. But it does mean that we can't plant the soybeans until late spring. And you must remember that going forwards. We actually did get the corner there, that's good. And we're pretty good actually. We're pretty good with putting a half overlap here as well. I think we might have a couple of bits that remain bare down here, but small patches I'm less worried about. It's when I leave a massive line along the headlands. That's really what I want to avoid. Okay. I am going to have to come back and do this headland a bit, I think. Our overlap is not what I hoped it was, or would be, and it just seems to be this end, actually. I don't know, actually. We might have a little bit of an issue down that. Trying to keep this alignment with the edge so that I can actually see it. And then without going too far over the edge, and therefore what of course that would end up doing is damaging either damaging the furrows because or the tines because the ground is too hard over there, or you just keep expanding the field beyond where you want to expand it, so just making life difficult for yourself. Right, there we go for that. I need to lift up, I think, and just head right back around the field on that headland. Yeah, you can see we need to clean up these bits. But it's not a huge number, and we can just run along and clean them up. Not ideal because of course it's not quite the right angle, but there we go. That has erased the error that I made and cleaned up the disaster. So yeah, there we go. That will do for today. So we'll fold that up and we'll come out here. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from FendtFarmer, please subscribe to the channel and I will see you next time. Goodbye.